Welcome once again to our Live Connect Plus second session. And thank you for still being with us, for tuning in. And yes, a while ago, we had an incredible afternoon. We heard from our speakers wonderful testimony, and we have witnessed a very powerful recognition. We learned a lot from the story of Nahu and Suchitra, and of course, from Diamond from the Philippines, Ali Ganadan, and our Diamonds from South Africa, Tracy and Martin Hutchins. Those are really great, wonderful sharing. Today, this second session, we have another set of speakers. And I want you to get ready as we go full blast. We have speakers from the different countries and we will learn a lot from them. So get your paper and notebook as we jot down wonderful ideas from them. So are you ready? And now for our first speaker, he will share to us how to use the social media powerfully to have business growth. Our first speaker is a millennial. He was a working student. He graduated from Fordham University with a visual arts degree. After being a working student for 4 years, he went to work in Manila. He taught creative writing. He also began to write and take photos for Lifestyle magazine. He found that freelance work was rewarding but demanding. This brought him to take another business ventures. After all failed attempts, he finally decided to follow in the footsteps of his parents, Ernie and Olive, who has built the Amway business very successfully to the founder's diamond level. Today, our speaker is empowering other people to make their dreams happen, especially the millennials who want more time and money, who want to travel the world, and who want to pursue their passion. So please help me welcome our speaker from Manila, Founders Diamond, Ryan Fernandez.
It finally happened to me one day. I was showing the plan online. I think I was using Zoom maybe, in front of some really excited prospects, and everything felt like it was going swimmingly. They seemed like they were engaged. Everything I said felt like it was right. And I said, just give me a moment. I need to get a glass of water and I'll be back with you guys. So what I did was I stood up and I left. And that's where everything began to go wrong because I forgot to turn off my webcam. And what they discovered was, yes, I was wearing something very presentable on top, but I was just wearing my pajamas underneath. And they just told me that, and we had a good laugh, and we just tried to be professional about it, and so on and so forth. Now, maybe like you, like me, you've had experiences, you've had bloopers in our new normal where when we try to connect with people, when we try to communicate, it's just different, isn't it? I really miss the time when we could sit down and be honest with each other and basically just connect over coffee and look at each other eye to eye. But until that time returns, or maybe even when that time returns, some things will have changed. And what I want to share with you guys with this talk is really how I have been coping with social media, how I've been using it to grow my business. And maybe you could find some tips, some things that could also help you in leveraging Facebook, Instagram, all of these different apps that people are using these days just as ways to make things easier, make your business run more smoothly, be able to take away some of the pain and heartache which typically you'd have with technology. That said, I just want to be honest with you guys that I am not a social media guru. I am not an influencer. My dog, I think, has more followers than me on Instagram. But what I want to share with you are things I learned along the way. Maybe some of the mistakes I've made could be to your advantage. But if you're intimidated by technology, if you don't feel like you want to be a tech wizard when it comes to this, I know how you feel. You don't have to perfect these things. These are just some stepping stones for you to just better use what's already out there. And at the end of the day, the business is about connecting with people. So using Facebook, posting on Twitter and Instagram, these are just ways that amplify and complement the things that we're already doing. So we're promoting events, we're promoting people, we're listening to people, we're engaging with them. None of those things have changed in essence. We still want to be interested with other people's lives so that they would open up long enough so that we could find out how what they're looking for and what the business provides, those things can connect. But at the same time, we can't ignore that social media has a lot of perks. It really multiplies the time that you have. It makes everything much more fun because you can now share a lot of different videos and things that before we couldn't share. I would have to wait quite some time maybe to set up an appointment, take someone to the Amway store if there was one, take them to the business preview, take them to a function. Now, those are very important places to bring people and let them experience different aspects of the business. But right now, I can do all of those things and more on my phone, on my laptop, with Zoom and Facebook and all of those fantastic things. The other thing is it's helped me prospect some more. Do you want to be able to find the right people for your business? Maybe as customers, maybe as business owners. But what happens is because of social media, they get to learn a bit about my life. I get to learn a bit about their life. We connect, and it's easier for me to find a hook, a reason, a hot button to be able to bring up, hey, I'm expanding on a business project. I thought of you because I saw in your post that you're planning your vacation or you want to be somewhere else right now, or a job is just a little bit too overwhelming for you. Well, I saw that. I just wanted to jump in and I might have a solution for you. It could be as simple as that. And at the end of the day, if they say, nope, business is not for me, I'm not really interested in that, no worries. It becomes so easy to just convert these prospects into customers. I don't know where you live, but in my market in the Philippines, we have what's called a preferred customer or exclusive shopper category. It makes people into shopping members and then they can shop on their own. Everything happens online. I have not attended a physical face-to-face meeting in quite some time. And while I miss that, there is no reason not to look into social media to really multiply what we're already doing. It also allows you to build your brand. There's a lot of talk right now about your personal brand that you put out there. Doesn't mean that you're going to be the next Kobe Bryant or the next Michael Jordan and you have your own brand or you're some kind of influencer. That's not what we're talking about. Maybe your brand is being active, being out and about, the outdoors, or maybe you're a bit on the athletic side. You love working out, or maybe yoga, which I've been doing a lot these past few months. Maybe your brand is you like cooking at home, or maybe it's because you want to show yourself as a smart parent. You know, you have all of the hacks, you have all of the tips for other parents out there. Or maybe your brand is about music or arts, or you love to inspire others, or you just love reading books. Everyone and anyone has their own brand. It's your passion, it's your calling, and you can explore. But basically, your brand is something that you can put out there so that every time someone thinks about you and sees your posts, it just connects with your brand. Oh, Ryan just posted about his jog today. That is so him. He's talking about exercise or relaxing or meditation, so that by the time maybe I subtly, in a very nudging kind of way, post about Nutrilite in the background in my next Instagram post or my next Facebook story, it doesn't seem weird. It's natural. They say that today, because of the way that social media works, many people trust you more than a celebrity, an outright ad, a CEO, or even a government official when it comes to certain things like product. Another reason why it pays to look at social media is because people spend so much time every day on it. You might not be able to catch someone on a phone call. I don't know with you, but for my friends, for people that I know who are in their maybe 30s or 20s, calling on a phone out of the blue makes us anxious. We think there's an emergency. Or I think one of the telemarketers is trying to pitch me something. Or my bank or my cell phone provider, they're trying to sell me a service or a promo. And I don't want to be cornered like that. So social media is a way for me to be able to get in touch with people, with contacts, with prospects, in a way that gives them time to respond. They don't have to respond and give an answer right then and there. In fact, you can see if they've seen it because it'll say seen on Facebook. But that said, I want to share with you some facts. For example, last January 2021, it was recorded among statistics that the average hours of use of social media in a day worldwide, the average usage was about 2 hours and 25 minutes. The US was around 2 hours and 7 minutes, so not bad, very close to the average. Places like Singapore, 2 hours, 17 minutes, Malaysia, 3 hours, give or take, and championship, spending the most time online on social media every day, is my country, the Philippines. I don't know if I should be proud with that. 4 hours and 15 minutes a day. Doing what on social media? I have no idea. Maybe dancing TikTok, every other hour. But it just tells you how saturated our lives are, how many people, maybe not you, but many people out there, social media is just integrated into their life. It's not and or, it's just natural that whatever they do in their life, they're posting about it, they're broadcasting about it. You order food or you cook something, you take a picture, put it on Instagram. Facebook has 2.7 billion users worldwide. That's a lot of people. It's like you combine the entire populations of China and India, you combine them into a single country, and then you have Facebook. That is how powerful Facebook is today. That's followed by Instagram. Instagram is about 1.2 billion users worldwide. What I like about Instagram is it's all about photos. And to be honest, I'm not comfortable being in front of the camera. I'm an introvert, I'm a phlegmatic, but I can post a lot of pictures about my life elsewhere, just doing my chores and taking pictures of my garden and my workout. So Instagram is another great place to look at. If you're someone who's a professional, probably you've heard of LinkedIn. It's been around since forever. LinkedIn is like Facebook, but it's purely about career, about professionals. It's about people sharing their company trends and also looking for jobs and careers or trying to hire people. So one of the things I like about LinkedIn, for example, is that I can prospect and approach people about the business in a very approachable manner, meaning to say people are already on LinkedIn thinking about career, business, finances, opportunity. So me suddenly bringing up the topic of, hey, I'm diversifying, or we're trying to identify some business people or people who want to start their own businesses, it's not too weird. It's not so abrupt and sudden. In fact, I've done a bunch of cold contacts on LinkedIn that way. And then, of course, you have the messenger apps. You have Facebook Messenger, you have, in the Philippines, we're big into Viber, some people have WhatsApp or Telegram. These are just add-ons for people to just facilitate their conversations. There's video, there's messaging. I love how this syncs into Network 21 mobile. I'm able to share with all of my prospects and even some downlines the latest videos, the latest talks, which I'm very excited about. And it just shares it seamlessly on these messaging apps, and it works wonderfully. Rather than me trying to explain something, N21 Mobile has the material I need. And I just say, hey, I want to get your thoughts on a talk. This is somebody I really respect, and I think you'll find the content interesting. So it's not too long. Here it is. Let me get back to you in 24, 36 hours. Plus, the app tells me if they've listened to it or watched it. So those are the things which are really interesting now. How about Snapchat, TikTok? I won't get into that unless you're the type who you really like to entertain people and sing and dance. I actually have some downlines who use TikTok to promote product. But we won't get into that. That's a bit more sanguine for some of you guys. So how do we use social media to amplify everything else that we're doing? Well, in my case, I use social media for 3 Ps, the 3 Ps in my life: prospecting, promoting, and presenting. So those are the 3 areas where I actually get to use social media. Number 1 is in prospecting. I love prospecting on social media. If it's on Facebook, I just keep track of what people are doing. It's not that hard. You just see people post. A lot of people I see post about what they do at home since they're home-based right now, or maybe some of them are traveling, or they're cooking, or being with their kids, or whatnot. It's easy to like. It's easy to press the like button or to comment and to create some kind of conversation or what they call engagement. And let's say I see someone post about a recent travel photo and they're saying, oh, reminiscing the time when I was able to travel to Japan some years ago. These are my favorite places where I went. And that gives me a reason to get back to them. I would maybe comment, or maybe I would privately message them and say, hey, I saw your post about Japan. I was just a bit curious what you thought of this place and that place, because I've always been curious about going there. Or what was the place you really liked, or what was the experience you really enjoyed when you went to Japan? And that could create a conversation where, let's say they want to go back or they want to travel elsewhere, and that gives me an opening. Hey, you know what? I love this discussion that we're doing about travel. Shot in the dark, but I'm actually rolling out a project that allows people to develop time and money, possibly so that they can travel more, design their life. I just thought of you because you posted about Japan. Should we get together and I can cover a bit about what we're doing in a few minutes? So that could be one way. Or maybe they post about their daily workout. You know, somebody posts about doing sit-ups, or they're happy that they were able to create a healthy meal. Fantastic. I can get back to them and say, hey, I saw your post. I got curious. Do you have the recipe for that? Or do you have a workout plan for what you did? I just want to see if that can I can integrate that into what I'm doing, or I want to try that recipe as well. You know what? Since we're in the topic of fitness, I just thought that um, because I'm also expanding on a health project, I'm looking for some other people who are very serious about their health. Hey, could we get together sometime? And I want to get your thoughts because you're somebody passionate about working out and looking good and being healthy. So that could lead to not just messaging each other, but that could lead to what for me is much, much better, and that is connecting with people over a video call, voice, video, they see me, and then that can get the ball rolling. So that's the first, prospecting, okay? So you just observe and comment and see if that could be an opportunity for you to jump in and create a conversation. It also makes people feel happy because someone commented, someone paid attention to their post. The second thing that really I focus in with social media is presenting. And this is where I get down with them and show them the plan. Sometimes I show the entire plan, but usually I don't, because I know that people have such a short attention span these days. So short that within a minute, it's so hard to find out if they are listening to me, because they could be looking at the camera, or maybe they even have their camera off and maybe they're just toying with their phone on the side, or they're doing something else. So I want to make my plan as short and as impactful as possible, and definitely connect it with their dreams if I know it, or at least do a bit of socials. So maybe a short plan for me would be about 10 minutes. Half of that maybe, or 4 minutes of that, would be just getting to know the person, finding out and warming up to the idea of the business. And when that happens, I make sure that it's more of a conversation than a presentation. I noticed that when I go into presenter mode, I show slides, I begin to talk about the features and the benefits, people become defensive. They begin to question the product. Oh, how is that better than this one? Or, I think I've heard about this before. Is it the same as that one, that network marketing idea? So I try to have a conversation and make it as natural as possible, and not to present from slides if I can help it. But there are times when I will. There are also times where I will just talk about the basic concept and not talk about Amway just yet, and leave that for the business preview. Or I might talk about the entire opportunity as a package. It really depends, and I would get back to your upline to see what is the best way to show the plan to other people. But usually this leads to a business preview, and in our team we have live business previews happening on an online basis. You might have your team, or maybe you want to gather many of these prospects together and then finally show the plan as a whole. But that said, even then, I want to be able to, number 3, promote. During the plan, I want to make sure that I am promoting the different partnerships available in the business. So for Amway, during and after the plan, I want to be able to share with them media. And it could be from N21 Mobile, which is phenomenal. But at the same time, I also share maybe Amway's Instagram page for Nutrilite or Artistry or Excess. Just because if you're talking to someone who's maybe a millennial or a Gen Zer, when they go on Instagram, it feels authentic. They could look at pictures and get excited. So those are just some ways that I share about product. Obviously, the best way to learn about it is to try it. And if they are interested, it could also lead to me sharing the link to register online. We have a link in the Philippines. You just send it to someone. When they click it, it leads to being an ABO or a preferred customer. And when that happens, usually 5 minutes, they're able to finish their registration. My goal is to make it as seamless and painless for them as much as possible, so that they have a good experience. I also promote talks, I promote more functions. Hey, I completely understand that you want to get more information. That's a smart thing to do. You want to research things further. Tell you what, would it be a good idea for me to share one, two, even three, maybe audios from our mobile app? Get to listen to some of these successful people, colleagues in the industry. They're going to talk about their best practices. And yeah, you have a few case studies. Would that be okay? Typically, they'll say, yeah, nothing to lose. Sure, send it to me. A third thing that I promote is meeting other people, meeting my upline. So I would say, hey, this is fantastic. You want to get more information, or I understand where you're at. You're not sure if this is something for you. Is it okay if we get together with my coach, my mentor, or with a team? Because there are some people who I think you might relate with much better. Another thing that I promote is checking out these functions. What you saw was just an overview. Obviously, you can't understand everything in the business, but here's a great opportunity. There's a learning event that's coming up designed for new people just like you. You want to investigate things, you want to learn a little bit more. Maybe you're wondering what kind of people build this business. Are the results for real? And do you have what it takes? Would it be worth your time? So all of this, as I share with videos. We have some videos by N21 which are absolutely wonderful and moving. We have videos about weekend seminars, just glimpses of it. If I have audio by the main speaker for the Connect, then I'll share it with them. Or if not, I just share other audios with them. All of this happens on a messenger, on social media. So everything is just integrated. Everything happens there. Now, I just want to wrap up with some tips from my own experience, which might help you gel together your interactions on social media. Number one is to be sincere. You don't have to be slick or clever to make it in the business, not in person, and definitely not on social media. Second tip, be fun, be expressive. It's so hard to communicate your point on social media. And to be honest, I've had conversations where the other person was absolutely intimidated by me just because I forgot to put a smiley emoji at the end of my message. Third is to maybe look your best if you're going to talk to someone over video. And that includes dressing well. I mean, back in my story, I was, wearing a smart business outfit, but pajamas. But it could also mean that you're putting on makeup, you're doing your hair, your posture is proper. Another, I think, which is very important, is to make sure that there's always a next step. It's so tempting to just say, okay, we're done, see ya, and let me just message you later. Feels very casual. But you want to be able to end every meeting with a next step. If it's prospecting, then maybe share an audio. If it's going to a business preview, maybe afterwards sharing some info, some videos, the social media account of Amway or N21, or maybe a follow-up. After the follow-up, maybe you want to be able to share even more audios, or if there's going to be an Amway product training somewhere or a team meetup, you want to be able to invite them to that one. And the last is launch parties. If you have a brand new business owner, I always say, hey, welcome to the team. I'm so happy that we're going to be working together, whether you just want to save money, make a little bit of money, or make a lot of money. So in summary, we talked about a bunch of things. Number one, social media can multiply and amplify whatever it is that you're already doing in the business. Number two, it helps you build your personal brand. And number three, it helps you build, sustain, grow those relationships that we already have with people, whether they're cold prospects or downlines or friends from before, in real life. The other thing is we can apply social media in the 3 Ps, in prospecting, in presenting, and in promoting. Now, I look forward to hearing what you're doing with your businesses. And we're cheering everyone on to be able to use social media in everything and anything that has to do with growing the business. It's a people business at the end of the day, and I'm so happy to have shared some time with you guys. Take care and see you next time.
Thank you very much, Founders Diamond Ryan Fernandez. Indeed, maximizing social media is very relevant and helpful, especially in this time. Thank you very much for all those sharing. Do you want more? You will have more from our great speaker. He will tell us the habits on how to grow your business from level to level until you become diamond and beyond. Our second speaker, the husband, is a graduate of agriculture. He was a government employee, but he retired early after 20 years of service. He is a co-op leader and an insurance manager, married to Merlene, a registered nurse by profession working in Davao City, Philippines. At first, they were skeptical in the business, but they investigated it in the N21 events. The husband, June, pursued the business, but Merlene was very negative. The husband didn't allow the negativity of his wife to stop him from pursuing his dreams. And after building the business for 2 years, June was able to redeem his wife from her very stressful job. And today, the couple is living a life with freedom of time and money, helping more leaders to also achieve their dreams. So please, help me welcome wonderful couple from Davao, our diamonds, June and Merlene Samantila.
Hello, good morning, Malaysia, Singapore, Brunei, and Philippines. June and I are so honored and privileged that we are one of the invited presenter to speak in the Network 21 stage, to share our journey and experiences in this Amway Network 21 business. Thank you, Network 21. I am Merlene Samantila, a registered nurse by profession, working in one of the prestigious hospital in Davao City. And for many, many years. And I even work out of the country, thinking with the thought to provide a much more comfortable living with our 2 little ones. But still, not enough to provide the needs of what we want in life until we met this Amway Network 21 opportunity, which afforded me to retire early, because retirement is not a matter of age. It's the financial that matters. June is an agriculturist by profession. He's a credit union leader and a volunteer, and presently an insurance regional area manager. We saw the business 13 years ago, in the year 2008, in a big function like this, the Network 21 CONNECT Plus. And from that time on, we decided to build the business for a lifetime. Looking back, I am so much grateful that I was redeemed from a very demanding job that is in my 50s And I owe this to my husband who never let me steal his big dreams. Because at first, I'm so skeptical with this business. I thought it is a scam, a fly-by-night business. I was redeemed when we became Emerald in fiscal year 2010 to 2011 and founders Emerald the following fiscal year. We are comfortable Emeralds for 6 years. Came 2017, the biggest milestone yet to become. We reached the most sought-after achievement, the diamond ship. Fast forward, June and I are enjoying unbelievable rewards and traveling outside the country free of charge, together with our mentor uplines, our team, but most especially with our family members. Even with this pandemic time, we are facing many challenges. The more we are excited, searching for people and building this wonderful and amazing Amway Network 21 business. So, do you want to know the secret? Here's my husband to partake to you our practices. June Samantila.
Yes! Can you relate to my wife? Do you want to know the secret? Actually, it's not about secret. It's about decision. Decision to become a diamond. Every time I listen CDs, before, I heard the speaker saying, trust your mentor. Trust your company. Trust the system. So, Merlene and I, we trust and follow our upline. One day, my upline told us, ask question. June, Bing, you want to be a diamond? Immediately, I replied without hesitation, yes, why not? So, he told us, you want to be a diamond? Yes. You need to have a strong foundation of your business. And that is core. Core is a habit of a diamond. Just like you are building a house. You need to have strong foundation so that that house that you build will protect you from any damage if there are typhoons, calamities. So, that is the core. And immediately, we sit down, our mentors. We need to learn. We need to do and teach. That's the secret to success. But according to him, you cannot teach if you will not do. So, we follow them. We learn carefully. We take action by doing the core habit. And we share the core habit to other people, most especially to our downlines. One of the core habits that we learn in this business is 100% product user. We change the brand that we are using. We become the products of the products. Second is show the plan, show the product, show the opportunities, or share to other people. 8 to 15 times a month. I saw this business when I was 50 years old. I do this fast because I'm not growing younger. According to my upline, if you do this fast, make it 30. Should have done 30 times a month. One of my uplines, Executive Diamond, he talked to people a day. Now, they are Executive Diamond. And the third is, sell the products. 10 to 15 retail clients. Selling is good, but I cannot sell all of my life. But in selling the products, there is a system. 10 to 15 retail clients. And that 10 to 15 retail clients is your prospect. They will be your downlines in the future. Selling the products, it's easy for you because you are the products of the products. And according to my upline, the easy way to push the product, to move the product, is by doing home meetings. At that time, it's a home meeting. But today, when you share to other people, it's all about mobile apps or having a meetings with Zoom meeting. After selling products, we listen CDs. 2 to 3 CDs a day. That is number 4. But today, it's on mobile apps to our Network 21. Because in CDs, we learn from the success of others. We learn from successful people who do the business successfully. Number 5, read recommended books. The books that we read, it will soak into our heart. And we learn from our mistakes. We read books 10 to 20 minutes a day. By reading, we became a better person. Because leaders must continue reading. Number 6, attend all function. BP to BP, BBS to BBS, weekend to weekend leadership seminar. Today, easy for us to access our BP every Tuesday, every Saturday, through live streaming via StreamYard and Zoom. By continue attending functions, you will learn a lot and you will understand what is this business all about. Number 7, be a team player. Team player, it has 3 principles. Letter A, counseling. In our practice in our team, me and my wife, we submit ourselves to our upline to be counseled. Because our upline is our roadmap. They guide us on how to build the business properly. And we will not fail in this business. Letter B, edification. We need to edify our downlines, our uplines, our crossline. Meaning, lifting up. Never say negative words to them. Letter C, no crosslining. In my team, most especially Merlene and I, we did not talk business to our crossline. I have no business with them. Because many downlines that I have, that I learned and experienced from them, talking to crossline about the business, they kill their business. So, no crosslining. These are all the core habit practice, a habit of a diamond. I suggest, from the bottom of my heart, especially the new ones, prepare this month for the next fiscal year. If you practice this core habit, you are ready on September for the new qualification and the rewards of Amway. Practice it by heart. I am sure you will be a diamond. Before I end my talk, allow me to borrow the quote of John Adams. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Keep safe, everyone.
At the time we started Amway, we started with a deep and abiding faith in people. That they had value and that they were not an accident that happened. People are worthy. They want to get ahead. They want to work. They're not out of work because they choose to be. And as we move around the world, all that continues on that basis of believing in the worthwhileness and the value of an individual. And I'm not telling you what to believe or not to believe. I just see it's almost impossible to believe in how you can build this business if you think people are no damn good. You just can't build this business on that premise.
Thank you very much, Diamond June and Merlene Samantila. Indeed, you are inspiring us, giving us the secrets on how to go diamond. Thank you very much. At this point, we have come to our final set of recognition, and we are very excited because we will witness higher levels of success as we recognize the new Leaders Club, the Leaders Club Plus, the Executive Leaders Club, Bronze Foundation, Bronze Builder, Silvers, Gold, and Platinums. Let's give them a big round of applause.
Poneni Bayhon from Kidapawan City, Philippines. I am a traditional business owner, specifically buy and sell all kinds of agricultural products. My husband is a registered Amway member way back early year 2000 because of its amazing agricultural products being used in our farm. But because of imbalanced farm inputs and output, he stopped his banana farming. Here comes year 2015 when I met my upline and mentor. I become an ABO but didn't work it out because of so many reasons. But because of Network 21 education system, I learned that duplication is the key to achieve my dreams. Just this year, I was challenged with effort and willpower and most of all, with prayers. I build Amway business because I am a user and proven that products are excellent. I also build Amway business because I want to enjoy life, experience traveling around the world for free with my family. Thank you, Amway and Network 21.
Hi, this is Eric Blancaper, my husband, a farmer and traditional business owner. I am Jane Blancaper, a doctor, neurologist, practicing in Valencia and Malaybalay City, Bukidnon. I feel so blessed and grateful that I was introduced into this environment and nurtured by amazing mentors. I was not scared to venture into the unknown and to step back to live a simpler life. That way, I am still able to pursue my passion and vocation as a neurologist while being able to spend more time with our 3 beautiful girls, my parents, and our big extended family. We are able to take care, enjoy, and appreciate the things that matter most in life. For me, pursuing this opportunity is helping us live a well-balanced and more meaningful life.
Hello everyone, my name is Ramon Bredua, born and raised in Bohol, now residing in Cavite. I used to work before as a chief engineer and superintendent in a shipping company. As an ABO, I built this business because this is the best opportunity I see when I stopped working 1 year ago and experienced financial difficulty having no cash flow anymore. After thinking of many things, how to uplift our financial situation, I realized this is the best. And so I started doing this business seriously and achieved levels of achievement, all within pandemic time. With a dream, with a goal, belief in oneself, a business with proven integrity and proven system, success is doable, even with challenges like this pandemic. I have proven it to myself, and I enjoy doing this business, not only because we are gaining the financial benefits, but also the self-development, the significance, and having more friends. And of course, thinking of a brighter future. Lastly, thank you Amway for the opportunity. Thank you Network 21 for the invaluable knowledge and development we gained. Thank you uplines, our mentors, and thank you downlines. Be safe everyone. Bye for now. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Layton.
And my name is Sonia Layton. I'm originally from Bicol, but we're both now residing in Santa Rosa, Laguna.
Yes, I'm from the U.S. We got married 17 years ago, and we permanently moved to the Philippines 6 years ago, and we started this business because we want to be free from the entanglements of corporate world and traditional business that takes my time away. And we have family at home, some 3 girls that we really want to spend time with, and of course we want to spend time together. And we want to travel together and do some of the things that we've been dreaming about, which is really just impossible in traditional business. It really ties you down. And we want to do some missions and to do things with our sailboat. And This business provides all of that. If you just plug in and follow Network 21 system and listen to those who have gone before us and their wisdom and knowledge, you can do anything you want in this business. If you're just open-minded, you're teachable, you like my upline mentor said, it takes a little bit of ego, but not a whole lot of ego. Sometimes you have to be humbled. But your determination and your will to succeed and your dream, keep your dream in front of you, and you can overcome pretty much anything that comes your way. So congratulations for all of you that have gone as far as you have. Congratulations for coming to this weekend event. And just make sure that you learn as much as you can, and check with your upline and ask them what you can do to get going, because just don't wait, just get started and don't stop. So thank you very much. We'll see you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Judge Rose Bago with my husband Raymond J. Bago. I'm a insurance underwriter, and my husband is a freelance sales consultant. We are from Makilala, and we already have 3 growing up kids. We're both doing this business full-time. So thank you to our downlines who believe in us, who trusted us to do the business with them. And to our crosslines, thank you for your inspiration to inspire us that we can do this and we can reach this level in this business. So above all else, I would like also to thank you, Almighty Father, for all the blessings, for all the guidance, and for all the success that we receive in life.
Our ultimate goal is to become financially free. That's why we created several goals that we know we can achieve quickly and use them to our guide as we step closer and closer chasing our dreams.
Yes, we know challenges is everywhere. So because of the Network 21 system, like this kind of events, like listening CDs for successful people, reading all recommended books, because of all of that, we reach this pin level. And for those who are new in this business, just keep moving, keep listening to your mentors, do not stop dreaming. For us, we just only truly believe in the business, pursuing and believing in ourselves, that if others can do, why can't I? Why can't we? So we are also fortunate because even this pandemic, we were able to get our brand new car. And so for those who are new in this business, just keep in touch with your mentors, attend this kind of event, and never miss to listen successful people in this business. And mind you, this is really a great opportunity, a great business. And bear in mind that success comes from a big hardships. Thank you and God bless.
Hello everyone, I am Tero. I am 29 years of age. I am from Cagayan de Oro City. I have a food business. I am a fitness enthusiast, and I am building Amway on the side. 12 years old, I am already attending Amway seminars or Network 21 seminars. At 18 years old, my parents registered me as an ABO. As when I was 22 years old, I already built Amway business, but I stopped. I thought I failed, but I was not ready yet. So I ventured a lot of things. I studied culinary, and then I worked abroad twice. I became a fitness enthusiast coach, and one thing I have realized, it was not easy, and we really need to work hard, but there was no financial security. So when pandemic came, I have realized that I need to investigate more the Amway business. So I talked to my mentors and I listened to them and built Amway again, but this time the right way. Slowly I understand how to build the Amway, and within 8 months I have achieve the platinum ship. By embracing the Network 21 system, the business got easier and smoother. I just borrowed the minds of the diamonds to commit lesser mistakes, because as they say, think like a diamond, talk like a diamond, and walk like a diamond. So guys, if I can do it, you can do it too. Guys, thank you for having me. Have a good day.
Hi, I'm Jem. I'm a full-time backpack CEO. I started the business when I was 18 years old. At a very young age, the business taught me to love and learn more about what passive income is. That was the start of my journey with trying different or many things across my passion and vocation. I work in a corporate and realized a lot of things, that it is only through Amway where you can really find the true meaning of being significant while earning passive income. For those who are new and are interested to know what passive income is, it is only through the Network 21 where you will fully understand and embrace the power of financial freedom. The Network 21 educational system helped me not only to understand what the business is all about, but most especially it helped me build my character, help my attitude towards leading other people, and most especially, it also helped me become the best version of myself. So guys, if you're still working 8 hours a day and you are still looking for other opportunities to be able to retire yourself at a very early age, or do the thing that you love, it is only through this business where I personally found the opportunity to be able to do the things that I am passionate about and being a backpack CEO. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of the day.
Congratulations to our achievers. You have inspired us to continue pursuing our goals and dreams. Indeed, if you can do it, we can do it too. And now, to help us move to a higher level, we want to know the strategies for the next 4 months. Well, if you are excited, you should listen intently and excitedly to our next speaker. Our next speakers are self-supporting students during college. The husband used to be a security guard until he finished his degree in commerce, and the wife, also a supporting student, was able to have a degree in commerce major in marketing. They were both business owners in a traditional business, running a medical distribution business in Mindanao. Their dream was to have the best education for their children, to become debt-free, to continue their medical and dental mission, and to help extended families. And indeed, they are living the dreams right now. So are you excited to learn from them? Please help me welcome with a virtual round of applause our executive diamonds from Cagayan de Oro City, Mario and Babe Tero.
Hello, good morning, Singapore, Brunei, Malaysia, and Philippines. I hope you're all excited at this point in time, because we have now in our almost finished WLS, or Network 21 Connect Plus, and I'm sure everybody are excited hearing from different stories and different strategies or experience from diamonds and above, and also other speakers who are already sharing their ideas a while ago. You know, I like this business because there is a success and significance result. And what is success? Success is one of the reasons why we are here, because once you become successful in the business, you have a chance to earn the respect from different leadership around the world. And success has significance because you add value to your life, and significance because you add value to the life of other people. And that's what I love very much in this business. And you know, our business is, whether you like it or not, we need to become a leader in this endeavor. Why? Because network marketing operation or business, it involves people, and we need to become a leader. Me myself, I have no leadership quality in the beginning, but because we have a very proven, powerful system of Network 21, I gained lots of knowledge about how to lead people. And there's a saying that leadership is the art of getting someone else to do something you want done because he wants to do it, according to Dwight Eisenhower. And another saying that the difference between management and leadership is management is doing things right, and leadership is doing the right things, according to Peter Drucker. Leadership actually is the key to grow Amway business significantly in just 3 to 4 months if we know how to help and guide the new EVOs after signing up. And you know, guys, this topic that I'm going to give to you, especially the new people, new EBOs or guests watching and listening this time, I'll give you the most important things that we need to learn, the strategy for the next 4 months if you are a new EBO or an old EBOs building the business. So for the new EBOs, number 1, we need to come up with powerful reasons. Your big why you need to build the Amway business. Because if you have no reason, you have no big why in doing this business, we can easily be distracted, because there are 2 types of distraction in our lives. Number 1 is positive distraction and negative distractions. And you can easily leave or disregard the business if you are distracted. And I'm sure if you are having the big reasons or why in doing the business, those distractions is nothing for us, because we want the significant result of this business, the freedom of time and money 3 years, 5 years from now. Number 2 is make a list of 20 or maybe 50 up to 100 names of people with telephone or cell phone numbers, because this is our asset in the business. For the new EBOs who are watching, listening today, this is very important. The name list of people that we have, that you need to write from your organizer or notebook, because most of our leaders are, this name lists are taken for granted, because maybe they think that the names coming from their cell phones, phone books are enough, but actually it's not. You need to write them in your organizer or notebook for them to become your proper name list as your prospects. And this is your asset in the business. 20 names, 50 names, or 100 names. And all those names written in your organizers must be properly qualified, because the qualification you made from those names makes you to have the sure connection or phone calls, because we need to make a quality phone calls to those qualified names. And we suggest that invite 2 minimum names up to 10 maximum quality names a day from your list. Why? Because the business is about numbers game, and if you only calling limited number of names, you can come up with maybe no results. But if you call 10 more or less names, you have a chance to have 2, 3, or 4 positive response from your calls. And I'll remind you that always understand that this is a numbers game business. The number 5 is bring them to your virtual showing of the plan. Virtual is TPs or maybe one-on-one, because they need to understand the opportunity. And good thing of this pandemic now, people are searching. People are very excited to find another opportunity because maybe they are affected from their old opportunity or job or business. That's why they are now searching. And good for you if you are sharing this concept, this business idea to your friends who are affected with the pandemic. And all people who are experienced with a business preview or one-on-one, they need to undergo with the BBS. They need to experience also to watch our virtual BBS, listen, understand, and ultimately to our Network 21 Connect Plus or Weekend Leadership Seminar, still in virtual sitting, which is now the trend of our business because of the pandemic. And the number 6 is, of course, we need to plan. Plan your work, how to become a pay-sitter or double pay-sitter. I remember that there is a person told me that we need to really plan if we want to become successful, because, you know, we're going to give you an example. A bank robber, they don't rob the bank unless they have no proper plan how to get in and get out from that bank when they rob that banks. So if those robbers are planning their activities, how much more if you are going to have the freedom of time and money or security of our family's future? We need to have a proper plan also. So pay-sitter is a basic things in this business, or double pay-sitter. So meaning we need to go back to the basic, B2B, back to basic. Plan your work to become a pay-sitter or double pay-sitter every month. I think leaders are familiar with that, except for the new ABOs. That's why new ABOs needs to talk with your mentor, with your uplines, so that you will become familiar how to hit the pay-sitter, double pay-sitter. Pay-sitter is sign up to having 200 PV, and you need to have the CEP. Double pay-sitter is double the number, 4 sign-ups in a month, 200 PV, and you need to have in the CEP. So, meaning pay-sitter is building blocks for you to level up for the next level, because pay-sitter, double pay-sitter is a strategy for you to hit your goal to become a Leaders Club. Why Leaders Club? The number 7 that I'm going to share to you. We need to have a goal of becoming a Leaders Club pen level for the next 3 to 4 months from now, because Leaders Club is having the structure and vital signs that your business is having the proper structure and having the leaders on different teams that is understand how to really build the business using the basic approach. They are pay-sitters, they're double pay-sitters, and ultimately in the future, 3 to 4 months after, becomes also a Leaders Club. Because Leaders Club is one of the strong achievement, small achievement, but very significant, because once you will be duplicated, you have a very strong and profitable business along the way. Your strategy of being a pay-sitter or double pay-sitters along the way every month can surely bring your level to 9 to 12% Leaders Club. 9% Leaders Club and 12% Leaders Club Plus. And see to it that you're driving the business to Leaders Club with a very strong foundation as a core. Be familiar and eligible and do the 7 habits as a core, because this core also is one of the reasons for us or for you to have a very strong and balanced business. And this is my example of structure of being a Leaders Club structure. You have 3 teams in your organization, and you have 60 people in a group, your group size, and your team A is having 20 deep or more, and team B having 10 deep or more. This and your team C is 5 deep or more. This is just an illustration for us to have a guide that Leaders Club is, we need to have minimum of 3 teams. And if you have this structure, 60 group size, people group size, and you are 9%, you will be called a Leaders Club, especially if you are following the vital signs. And I will show you along the way the vital signs of being a Leaders Club structure. Okay, next. Okay, so for the old EBOs, remember that a while ago I'm explaining for the new EBOs how to become a Leaders Club. This time is for the old EBO leaders. Number 1 is do the 7 core habits very seriously and duplicate fast. Because old EBOs are already having the knowledge of how to really build the business, maybe, but only memorizing the 7 habits of being a core. It's not about memorizing. It's all about action. It's all about doing the 7 habits for you to have a balanced business activity, and you can come up with a very strong result. Because once you will be duplicated, your business will be very strong. So number 2, make sure you are very familiar in breaking yourself again as Leaders Club, or if you are silver already, if you are gold already, if you are platinum already this time, I suggest that break yourself again to a Leaders Club all over again. Real Leaders Club. Why? Because there are lots of silver producer, gold producer, platinums that is not familiar how to build a Leaders Club business structure. Why? Because once you know how to break yourself to become a real Leaders Club, it's very easy to break your first leg team to become a Leaders Club also, your second leg, and your third leg in 3 to 4 months from the beginning of decision in building your Amway Network 21 business. That's a very serious ideas for you to understand, because being a Leaders Club is meaning you have a very strong vital signs in doing the business. And that's the only way your business will become strong, balanced, stable, and profitable, and you can really expect passive income that is always talk from different leaders, that when you build the business success, you can have the passive income for your family, for your children along the way. The business in reality is very easy, simple, but not obvious, and a matter of exposing ourselves to lots of events, because knowledge in this business is very, very important, or knowledge is everything. I'll give you the key to go Leaders Club in 3 to 4 months. Conduct massive virtual meetings. Number 1 is online showing of the plan regularly to friends and friends of your friends. Meaning, we cannot show the plan maybe physically this time because we have our pandemic, COVID-19, but because of the technology given to us, we can conduct showing of the plan through virtual regularly. That's why name list is very important. Qualification of those names are very important. That's why when you have those lists, you can easily show the plan to people who are qualified from your list. Regular scheduling, and you can also having one-on-one showing the plan from your prospect or friends of your friends, because you are more effective showing the plan to the friends of your friends. Number 2, conduct leaders meeting. Simple leaders meeting from your line of sponsors. Simple leaders meeting, telling them about how to become a core, helping them understand the core. Not only memorizing, but taking action to really apply or do the action being a core, the 7 habits. Then online products training. Product training is very important because people from the province are products oriented. They need to know the usage, the quality, the benefits coming from the products. They need to know the 100 days money back guarantee, and they need to know also the products that's coming from the organic source of raw materials, and that's very important. That's why we need to have the online products training regularly. Be sure that your online activity is an exciting and inspiring virtual gathering, because people depends on your exciting activity, whether it is inspiring or boring, or you have a strategy to make them excited. That's why this business you need to be more exposed, you need to be more there talking to your leaders and understanding all the leadership aspect, so that we can inspire, we can give excitement to our new downlines. And number 5, bring the new and old EBOs to virtual BBS, Business Building Seminar, and Network 21 Live Connect Plus, the WLS events, which we call it a life-changing event. Surely you can find easily right people in any of those meetings you conducted, I promise you. So just do it. So this is the vital signs and predictability, balance, stable, Amway Network 21 business, if you are going to understand how to use the vital signs. And this is the example of the Network 21 Leaders Club. And actually we have, I think, standard vital signs in Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, and Philippines. So again, if we have 10 in the meetings, if you invited 10 in the meeting, which is commonly or regularly recommended to person, EBOs, who can join the leaders meeting, that is, need to invite 10 people for the big event so that you can join with the leaders meeting. And if you can bring 10, the 10 people expectedly, there are 5 excited leaders after the event to subscribe with the CEP or ask what is Amway all about, or need more information about the Amway. And if we're going to lend the CEP or bring them to the CEP, if there's 5, there are 3 who will decide to become 15 planner. And the 3 15 planners in a month can produce 10 application. And the 10 people in your new organization, the 10 new in the organization, they need to undergo the startup. And and after the starting up, bring them to the meetings and bring them to meetings again, and the same structure will go to the 5 people will go to CEP, 15 planners, and produce another 10 apps. So the structure of being a 9% Leaders Club is just like this. As I presented to you a while ago, the same structure, but the most important thing is we need to have the 3 teams in building your 9% Leaders Club. And promise you, if you become Leaders Club 9% and you break another Leaders Club in your first team, second team, third team, your business will become stable. We're not alone in the business, actually. We have strong support from Amway, from Network 21 system, and from our mentors or LOS, especially from our teams. So you needed to worry because you are not alone. And you can change people in this business. You must be the change you wish in people. So we cannot really change. And never put your key of your success in someone else's pocket. Always remember that success doesn't come from taking action occasionally. It comes from taking action consistently. Do the business seriously to have great life. If not you, who? If not now, when? So thank you very much for listening and watching this virtual WLS or Network 21 Live Connect. And we hope that you've got a lot of things to do the business and become successful and become a diamonds 3 years, 5 years from now. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Executive Diamond. Indeed, we are very much excited to use the strategies and the secrets and achieve our goals for the next 4 months. Thank you very much. And now, we have come to the final speaker for this international event. Our speaker used to work in the world of fashion, arts, and travel. She recalled that she was the kind of person who wants a different kind of life, but was reluctant to change. She was in a horrible debt after being a failure of her business. She found working in 2 different jobs at a time. She was trapped in a too busy mindset. She didn't want to change anything until she was able to attend a weekend leadership seminar. Her perspective changed. She learned a lot from the Network 21 system, and she applied all that she learned in her business. She is now able to help people from all over the world. Today, her life is about freedom. Freedom of time and money, freedom to have options. With much respect, let's welcome from Australia, double diamond, Glenda Leonard.
I've been involved in this business for a long time, 30 odd years, in fact, as a diamond. It's been a long journey. And I didn't think I could be more grateful than I am for this business. It's blessed me so much. It's changed my life over the years. But do you know, through the last 12 months, through all that we've been going through in this global pandemic, the changes that we've all had to experience, the ups and downs we've all had to consider through this time, I've never had more appreciation than I have now for what this business has got to offer. I feel we're in a new time. And just recently I was in Sydney, and I had to leave Sydney fast because I've now moved up to Queensland, and Sydney was going to go into a point of lockdown. I had to get out fast. And I felt the panic that represented. I felt the incredible lack of control that so many people have felt in the last 12 months with the world changing as it is so quickly. But what I got out of all that was an appreciation, a new appreciation of what we have in this business. The world is locking many aspects down. Borders are shutting, cities are shutting. Things have to be changed for safety reasons. But our business is not in lockdown. Our business is in growth mode like never before. We've never been more relevant. We've never been more able to grow a business. Who knew that this business that's over 61 years old would be more relevant today than it's ever been? And I like to look at the business today through new eyes. I'd like us to all harness the moment and realize that we're in a moment in time. We know what we're doing, and we've got a business that can absolutely take us to the land of our dreams, no matter what the world's doing. We are in control of what we do. And as we move forward, I just want to just share some history with us to just get our eyes clear about what we're part of. We're in a business that absolutely spans the globe. All those blue colors in the globe there, that's where Amway is operating. Over 100 countries and territories, so many countries, so many areas of growth that people can be involved in this business. You can own a global business from your home, and with technology today, with all that we can do through technology with Zoom and so forth, we can literally build our business globally from anywhere that we might be in the world. Just look at the world statistics here of what Amway represents. We are the largest business of its type in the world by far. We've proven for over 61 years. We've been through so many ups and downs in the world economy. Absolutely we have. We've got proof. You know, even in the global financial crisis, we discovered that our business is recession-proof. And what we've found in the last 12 months, our business is also pandemic-proof. We are growing. In Australia and New Zealand, the business has grown by 12% in the last 12 months, which is stunning. And just look at the statistic that says that over $64 billion have been paid to people like you and I who run independent businesses if we want to build this business. It's proven. We don't have to justify anything. It's on track, and the company's investing a lot more money right now into social platforms, into making this business more relevant than it's ever been. That's the Amway Corporation. And then we have our wonderful Network 21, which is the wherewithal of how we built this business. And the offices around the world, the hundreds of countries that get spoken to in different languages, the Network 21 system, we don't have to speak another language when we speak Network 21 language, because our system works everywhere in the world. It's been remarkable. And today, more than ever, we've got to be grateful for what Network 21 has done. The leadership's got behind this. The office have got behind this. We have got a global business. It's working in people's homes, like you're watching this right now on your screens. People are watching things all around the world. We have speakers from all around the world because Network 21 has stepped up and given us a new platform to work from. Our business has never been more relevant, and it's never been a better time for it. And I look at this mobile app. Guys, we just got to realize what's gone into giving us the support that we have in this business. What the people have done in Network 21 to give us the intellectual property of literally thousands and thousands of leaders is extraordinary. And one good idea can make you millions of dollars. Thousands of good ideas with this system can set you free. I just want to talk to that for the moment, because we've kind of been born into Network 21 if you've been around for the last 30 years. But there was a time when there was no Network 21. And I just realized we are so blessed to have the support that we have and the knowledge that we have through this system. You know, in the early days when I first started this business, I was without any understanding of how to be successful. I was broke. In fact, for me, my number one goal was to get out of debt. I was in so much debt from a failed business. And my sponsors wrote to me about this business. They sent me things in the mail. They sent me audios back then. We weren't able to just flick an app to somebody. We had to actually send audios. And they told me about this business. And I've got to tell you, I didn't understand it. I wasn't even interested. But I've been reading books on success. And I was looking to make my life better because I was young. That was a good bit. But I was super, super disenchanted because I tried so hard to make money in my business and it had failed. And then these audios came into my life, and I started hearing these success stories of people who had started with nothing and built a great life. And I thought, wow, this is amazing. Is this truly possible? And then I read somewhere or heard somewhere that association was one of the most powerful tools of success. And that if you could associate with people that had what you wanted, if they had success, if they had skills and abilities, if they had income, if they had health and happiness that you want, if you could associate with them, you could learn what they have. And I thought, how am I ever going to meet these people in the circumstances I was at that time? And then I realized that through the audios and through the books that I could read, I could learn from the very best. And that started my teachability, I guess, of being a student of the system, of being a student of success. And I remember hearing from Skip Ross back then. He had a series called Dynamic Living Seminar. And I remember sitting in my little house, rented house, taking notes on this. And he said, your past has nothing to do with your future. And wow, how true that is. And I know that as we're sitting together right now, there's people from all walks of life in all different situations. Some of you will be very excited about your life. Some of you will be doing really, really well. Some of you will be thinking, oh, wow, I want things to be better. I feel out of control. How am I going to change my circumstances? Some of you are just wondering, how on earth am I ever going to get through these difficult times? I'm here to say to you guys, wherever you are, you're in the right place at the right time. We know what to do in this business. It's, I say, it's proven. And our business works because people need what we have. It's a very simple concept. We have products and services that people are conditioned to spend money on, and we know that they're good because they've got a satisfaction guarantee where no one's ever at risk with our products and services. But more importantly than that, we have a business that supports that. If you want to work this business and you want to learn about this business, you can build a professional person's income out of this. So no matter where you are, my friends, and if you're going through difficult times in your life, I mean truly difficult emotional times, wow, I really relate to that. There's times when life just isn't fair. But I wanted to say this to you, this business is predictable, and it's like a comfortable cushion compared to the real dramas of life. Let's just renew our vision and expect that things can go the way we want them to go for us, despite what's going on in the world right now. Where does it all start? The system is predictable. You can learn your lines. What I've always loved about this business is that it's not talent-based, it's skill-based. What that simply means is it doesn't matter what we do and don't know right now. We can learn what to do. We can learn the steps. And you can decide to get good at it and just apply yourself, which is what I did at the beginning. I just decided I was going to get good at this once I understood it. And I just applied myself to do what I've needed to do. But the reality is there's other things that we need to learn on the way through. And today I just want to talk about some, if you like, soft skills that will help you develop some extra help on the way through to getting what you want from this business. It will start with you and you deciding what you want. It will start with you deciding what you want your life to be like. You know, there's a whole art form in goal setting. Our wonderful starting point document has some awesome techniques and questions to ask people to help us decide what we can do to get people to think about what they want. But you need to think about that for yourself. Really, you do. In fact, a really good way to start right now for all of us to start again for a whole new story in our life is to do starting point for ourselves. It's amazing what you actually write down when you do that. It's a very powerful document. But you need to know what you want. What are your 100 thoughts and dreams and goals? In life, when you have goals, it's what you want to have, what you want to do, what you want to become. But in my case, back then, I had no real expectations of a great life. It was beyond my expectations to even think about that. I just wanted to get out of debt. I just wanted to have some time. I just wanted to be free. I wanted to own my life. And I'm not sure what that means to you, but wow, that was my absolute driving thoughts at the beginning in this business. I heard sayings like, if you want to be a platinum, you need to think like a platinum. If you want to be a diamond, you need to think like a diamond. And I thought, well, what's that mean? What that means, of course, is that if you think like a successful person thinks, you have a different expectation in your life. An audio that I'd recommend everyone listens to repeatedly is from our upline, Jim Dornan, called Posture. And in that audio, Jim talks about he and Nancy and how they had a mediocre business, been 7 years in the business, and they had a mediocre, I guess, platinum-sized business, and how with a very deliberate mind change, they went from platinum to diamond and beyond very quickly. It's awesome when you hear that talk because it gives you the absolute blueprint of how you can put value on what you're offering in this business and value on yourself. And I just want to say to you guys, it's really, really valuable for you to take time to appreciate how you can work with these principles that he speaks on. He talked about how he changed what he was looking for in the people he showed the plan to and how he changed what his expectation was. It's called posture. It's called value. And if I could ask you to do anything right now, I'd say have more posture about what you're offering than ever before. Put more value on yourself doing what you're doing. You know, we've all looked on in absolute horror at how some of the most glamorous industries in the world, some of the most exciting occupations in the world have completely crumbled since this pandemic started. Who knew? Who knew that was going to happen? Nobody could have foretold this. And they talk about the ladder of success. If you're going to climb the ladder of success, to make sure the ladder's against the right wall. Who knew that this wall, this Network 21 Amway business wall, would be such a secure, safe business in times like this? well, guys, we just need to have more posture and more belief in what we're offering. You know, in the early days, I was not good at this at all. And I took on board the idea that I knew I had to work. Work's a given. And somebody said to me somewhere that if you work 10 times harder than anybody else, if they're 10 times better than you, you could be as good as them. I understood the law of numbers, understood the law of big numbers, that the more people you speak to, the more chance you have of succeeding. And so, of course, I worked really hard. But you know what I discovered? You can't outwork bad self-talk. And in my case, I had a lot of bad self-talk to outwork. I used to put myself down so much. It was awesome. It was so bad. What I learned was that I could change that. They say if you're going to be successful, you need to study success. If you're going to be healthy, you need to study health. If you're going to be happy, you need to study happiness. And if you need to study how to think right, you need to study principles on that. We have a couple of audios I'd like to recommend to you right now by Shad Helmstetter, who's a behavioral psychologist. And Shad's done two absolutely awesome talks. One's called Your Computer, and the other is called Changing Old Programs. In these talks, he talks about the extraordinary conditioning that we go through in our lifetime, from the time we're little kids to the time we are now. If you can understand how we're conditioned to think as we think, we can understand how we can change what we think. He talks about how we can work self-talk to work for us, not against us. And I would suggest that if you're not truly believing in yourself as you should, if you don't believe in your deserving as you should, this is going to really, really assist you. Connecting with people is a given. You know, in these days of social distancing, we need to understand that people are feeling very distant socially. We need to be reaching out and connecting with people. And the connecting skills, the relationship skills that we need to be developing, they can be learned as well. I changed my whole life by reading How to Influence and Influence People by Dale Carnegie when I was in my early 20s. I was so shy, I felt so inadequate, and that book taught me how I could connect and communicate. But there's Skill with People, there's Personality Plus, there's so many wonderful books. Learn the skills of connecting. And then understand our business is all about talking to people. We can talk like this in a big format, but how wonderful it is to talk to people one-on-one, to connect with them, even on Zoom, on FaceTime, one-on-one in front of somebody. This is how our business grows. It's the thrill of our business to be able to really communicate and be there for people. And I look back on how my upline was so clever doing this with me in the early days. You know, they wrote to me, they sent me those audios in the mail, but they did something else. I remember they sent me a book, and it was a book on travel. And they said, we are going to travel the world from this business. Will you come with us? And I looked at this book on travel, and I was listening to these audios about people who changed their lives, and I just wanted to travel so badly. I didn't understand the plan, but I understood that I wanted to travel. They were very smart connecting with my dream, my reason, and they got me involved in the business through the audios and the skill of just talking to me, connecting to me. This is one of the greatest skills I think we need to be very determined to get good at. You know, I think there's two bookends to showing the plan that we need to have as skill bases. One of those bookends is being able to just talk to people about what's important to them. We're in the business of solving people's problems, of helping people get what they want. That's what our business does. That's the thrill of it. And so you need to learn some skills with your upline's help on how you can actually get people to think about what's important to them. Certainly, before I show the plan to somebody, I'll just ask a question like, before I go through what I do here, do you mind if I ask you a few questions about what's important to you? And you can use the 10-year timeline on that, or you might want to use the phenomenal technique by Alan Pease called Questions are the Answers. Fabulous questions there on helping people talk about what they want. But you can't be asking people questions without them knowing a little bit about yourself. And I want you to think about how you can put value and posture about how you speak about what you do. For example, if I was to talk about what I did when I started this business, I didn't have the skill base to do it back then, but this is what I'd be saying today. In about 60 seconds, you can set up a whole new posture about what you're doing here. I'd be saying something like, well, I work in the fashion and travel industries. I've got 2 jobs and I'm doing an arts degree part-time. My time is super busy, like I'm sure yours is. And for me to be doing this business that I'm going to show you, I've absolutely checked it out to make sure that it's worth my time. Now, you mentioned to me that you're looking for, then you can repeat what they said they wanted. You're looking for time at home with the family, or you want to have that home, or whatever they say they want, give it back to them. You mentioned that you want to have such and such. I can introduce you and let you hear from people that are achieving exactly that and what we do. Now, in 60 seconds, you can set up an introduction of yourself that puts value on you, value on your time, value on the business, and also value on it being worthwhile for them to look at it. And at the end of the plan, the other bookend, the very important bookend for you, is that of answering objections. And there's a fantastic talk by Tony Dowling that I suggest you listen to called Questions and Objections, I think it's called. But listen to the techniques of objections. Most people say no before they say yes. Most people are going to be in a situation where they are going to be looking for ways of not doing the business rather than doing it. We all did that. But we all know too that if people see more, it gets to look better. People don't join the business, they join what the business will do for them. And our soft skills of connecting need to be to help them see a bigger picture. Certainly, guys, acres of diamonds, we are sitting on this extraordinary opportunity, but I want to share another acre of diamonds that we all have. If you've been in this business for a short time or a long time, there's people we've spoken to that have said no to us. There's people that have been in our business and maybe have dropped out for whatever reason. One thing we can be sure of with these changing times, everybody's timing has changed. Why not make your own brand new list of acres of diamonds people that you would love to have in your team? And reach out to them, talk to them. Just say hi, find out what they're doing, find out how life is for them, find out what's important to them right now. And get ready when they ask you what you're doing to talk about your business. It's not a time to be quiet and subdued, it's a time to be proud and brave. Our business has never been more relevant. Today it's done a very different way. We can do it from home. We're not running around like we used to. This can be a much more efficient business than it's ever been. In addition to that, there's more money in the plan than we've ever had with Core Plus. Never had so much money. But the most important thing is that there's now another whole dynamic here. There's a whole new you. Guys, this business can grow not just from the new people you're meeting, but from the people that you've already had in your life. The Acres of Diamonds list. I suggest you look at that. So where do we go from here? You're going to hear so much in the next. You're going to hear from some amazing achievers from around the world. You're going to have lots and lots of notes. But the most important note you take is the note about you having the best life you can live. Because that's what this is all about. You having your best life, loving your life, being in control. Using this time when the world is in shutdown, for you to be unshut and to be out of lockdown and into unlocking your potential. I really believe that anyone can win the race to success. Anyone can win again. We can all come back. This business is very forgiving. It's there for us whenever we want it. And anyone can win the race if you just don't quit the race. And remember always, you never know how close you are to success. I say let's rise up, let's start again. The way we build our business hasn't changed. We're still talking to people, we're still doing what we've ever done. But now we're doing it with more purpose, more efficiently than ever, with technology helping us. And there's never been a more substantial time in the world for people needing what we have to offer than right now. In the time we have left, I'd just like to share some pictures with you of things that have been significant in my life. There's been so many wonderful things this business has brought into my life, but just to give you an idea, it's not really about the work you do, it's about what you're going to get as a result of the freedom that you're going to get from this business. And certainly as I start that, I have to go straight to my upline, to Jim and Nancy Dornan. Wow, we've had such a legacy from this. Of course, we know that Jim is no longer with us, but he's given us such an extraordinary legacy in his wonderful knowledge. His book, Simple Not Obvious, teaches us the mastery of this man's genius mind. You know, what Jim did when he started Network 21, he and Nancy, is they brought together the best minds in the world in this business in Network 21 and created the system that you can rely on. And of course, we're so grateful, as I said before, to have this amazing app. You need to become very deliberate at what you listen to as you move forward. Of course, we have the monthly CEP. Of course, we listen to those titles as they come through. But whatever your weaknesses are in this business, you can make them your strengths by being very deliberate about what you hear. You can listen to a recording, you can script it, you can learn your lines, you can let this extraordinary system guide you into becoming truly masterful in this profession called networking. I just love this photograph. I don't know if you recognize these four people, but if I can talk about a concept, they say that things come into our life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. This photograph, of course, is pretty special because it shows the amazing Deirdre Sala, Founders Crown Ambassador today, the beautiful Angie Summers, Triple Diamond today, Ushi Suter, who heads up one of the biggest businesses in Europe through Hans and Eva Nusshold, and of course myself. And this is at one of our very first Achievers events way back then in Hamilton Island. Now, you will find that your reasons will change when you join this business and after you build it for a while. I wonder if we could ask the four of us back then, all those years ago, what was our reason, what we would have all said. I can guarantee it's changed. We built this business for our reason. We've certainly put in seasons of hard work in this business to develop as it's been, but you earn while you learn. The hard work in this business is not hard work. It's you developing the most powerful asset you'll have in your life, and that's you. Don't underestimate the power of who you become as you build this business. You can't take another person where you haven't been yourself. And I love this photograph because when we had this random shot taken all those years ago, little did we know that this business was going to bless our lives, not for a season, but for our lifetimes. And as it can you. I don't know where you are in your life and what you want. But when we started this business, the four of us all those years ago, little did we know what was going to be our destiny because we built it. Of course, the business will take you to many places, and Amway has given us the most extraordinary trips around the world. And of course, right now we're waiting for more trips. But at the moment, what we need to realize is that they may not be happening for us now, but they will happen again. And we've had so many wonderful holidays with our great business associates around the world. We've literally traveled the globe because of this business. We've been to the most incredible restaurants in the most beautiful countries all around Europe, all around the world, for sure. 70 different holidays are being given through this business. Luxury like you can't believe. And I want to say it's going to happen for you again, and it will. You travel with people that right now are people you're joining into your business. They're going to one day become successful like you. And when they do, they're going to travel with you. I love this photograph here. It's a line of sponsorship, of course. I mean, how incredible. Little did I know when I started this business all those years ago that I was going to have this extraordinary business that grew through Angie Summers, through to, of course, the Coxes and the Gabriels, and now Ben and Janie, obviously, and so many other wonderful achievers. And there's Jane Kagan in that photograph as well. This business is made up of many, many people doing lots and lots of things around the world. But also now we can't travel globally. Why not travel in Australia? Why not travel in New Zealand? Why not travel in our own countries? I just love traveling anywhere. Having fun's my big thing. And I built this business for fun. There's just some shots of holidays I've had. This is in the Kimberleys in Australia, of course. I don't know what you like doing for fun, but you decide and just make sure that you do it. These days, Bob and I do a lot of fun things because we've got time, we've got the money, we've got the wherewithal. We travel, we enjoy, and so can you. And until we can travel the world, guys, travel your own country. Have fun. Enjoy yourselves. I could never have realized that this business was going to give me so much fun with the people that became my associates. Every leader could show photographs like this of people that they've had times with, fun times with, celebrated with. It's been just such a joy over and over again to just do fun things with the team. And I could not put value enough on the sheer joy, the laughter, the absolute incredible fun of doing life with people that you enjoy and happen to be business associates. We can't put that in a plan, but you'll have that when you build this business, for sure you will. And outside of the business, what do? What we want to do. Like you, I've got family I love. I've got 2 sisters. Bob's got 11 grandchildren. Bob and I, of course, have been married, about 10, 12 years now, I think it is. Long story there. But it's been wonderful to be able to do wonderful things with his family around the world. My love is the waterways. I've, for the last 30 years, absolutely decided to live on the water, and I have on beautiful waterfront properties. There's always water at my front door somewhere, wherever I'm living. And this is a shot here of us kayaking. That's with Angie and I. We're doing some pretty heavy-duty counselling in that shot, as you can tell. But why not have fun as you build your business? I don't know what's fun for you, but for me, it's always somewhere near the water. I love walking. I enjoy my waterways when I walk. There's always somewhere special. And this is how I love to live my life, because I'm free. I built this business for freedom, and that's what we enjoy today. So where do we go from here? We go into the Network 21 system. We go into thinking, what do we want our lives to be like? We think about what we want the next couple of years to be like, and we focus right now on the next semester, which is the next 3 months. We work out what we're going to achieve the next 3 months. We set a plan with our upline on how we can develop and grow. And my parting thought, my friends, is that understand that wherever we are, we're on a journey of change. For things to change, we need to change. And I remember so clearly the time that I sat with Nancy Dornan, my upline. I traveled all the way to Hawaii, had my group map out in front of me, and Nancy was telling me some thoughts on my group map, and I was saying, oh, yes, but, and she would say such and such. I say, yes, but. And I said, yes, but, a number of times without even knowing I was saying it. And Nancy leaned back in her chair and she said, Glenda, I can't help you if you say yes, but. And I felt like she'd slap me. I thought, how? She can't help me? I've come all this way for some time with her and she can't help me? And I said, why? And she said, because when you say yes, but, you're justifying why you won't change. Guys, we're in a business that can change our lives, can change the lives of many, many people. Why am I building this business today? I've kind of got the time and money thing out of the way now, but I so want you to have the extraordinary benefits and the joy and the freedoms that this business has given me. And I know that every diamond feels the same way. You don't know how good this can be until you give it all you've got. It will take work, but why not invest the time you've got in something for yourself, for the people that you care about? Why not take this time while the world's in lockdown to unlock your potential? Let's rise up. Let's take the Network 21 system that takes this business that's absolutely proven, and let's see it through the new eyes of acres of diamonds, and let's make diamonds happen. Look forward to applauding your success. Look forward to seeing you live again real soon. Look forward to being with you. Have a wonderful Connect event.
Thank you very much, Double Diamond Glenda Leonard. Yes, we need to unlock our potential during the lockdown. That is very helpful and very relevant to us. Thank you very much for inspiring us. That was the end of our Live Connect Plus, and I am sure that you learned a lot and you are inspired to dream more, to do more, and to be more. Continue learning. Our next Network 21 Connect will be happening on July 17, Saturday. Leadership meeting will start at 12 noon to 12:30 p.m. and the general session will start at 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Thank you to our highly respected speakers in this Network 21 Connect Plus. We are grateful for sharing your time, your expertise, and your life with us. To all who joined this Live Connect Plus, congratulations! You have made a very profitable decision. Keep your dreams alive. Connect to the team of mentors that you have. Stay focused on your goals as we go forward to become diamonds. Keep safe and healthy, and God bless us all. Thank you very much.